What is up, everybody? Welcome to Kitchen Talk here with Kimberly, a series where I invade my brother's kitchen and possibly some of his ingredients to bring to you guys a show all about nutrition. So we'll be talking about healthier versions of recipes, snacks that are easy to grab and go and make, ingredient swaps, and also fun kitchen gadgets. So welcome to episode 4. Go ahead and pull up a stool here at the island and let's talk. All right, everybody. So episode 4, we are going to do some easy to make with very few ingredients. I'm big on that. You know, if I'm reading through a recipe and that sucker has more than like 5, 6, or 7 ingredients, I'm lost. I'm already like, Karen, it's too much, honey. Who's got the time? We're all busy, right? But we want to get in nutrients. We want to get in a lot of protein and fiber, but we want to do it quickly, right? We don't want to spend all day doing it. So we have 2 excellent things that we are going to make high in protein. Okay. The first one are going to be these roll-ups here, right? And then the second one, we always save the sweets for last. This is going to be our big ass protein cookie that we're going to go over. So first, let's talk about these yummy roll-ups and what we are going to need in order to make those. You can do a variation that's either turkey or ham. So I just went to the grocery store and I got some oven roasted, thinly sliced turkey breast, along with some thinly sliced honey ham. Again, I like sweet, so I like the sweeter ham, but you could go for any kind that you like. But today I'm going to make the turkey variation. So we've got that. These roll-ups are kind of really near and dear to my heart. I will never forget my grandpa in the kitchen making these and popping them down my little trap as a little kid. But to this day, whenever we think of these roll-ups, I think of my gramps. So we miss you, Grandpa. And we still love your roll-ups. Now, he did these with sliced bread. And back in those days, in the 80s, there was only like Wonder Bread, the white bread. So he would roll it out with his roller to make it nice and thin. But today, now we're going to use these tortillas. And the thing about these tortillas here, the carb balance, is that these are super high in fiber. One tortilla that I took out, you guys, 17 grams of fiber right there and only 70 calories. And there's some protein in there too. We've got 6 grams of protein. So make sure, this one says carb balance, the flour one. We went ahead and grabbed that. So that is what I'm starting with. Bam, right on the plate. These are the other ingredients that I've already prepped. I have 2 slices of the ultra thin Sargento. So the package looks like that. And you're going to get 2 slices of those. 40 calories per slice is what we're needing. 1 portion of the turkey breast there. So calorie-wise, it's 50 calories. I believe it was 56 grams of the turkey. So I've got the 56 grams of that. And then pickles. This is really kind of the star of the show. Who loves Clausen? I mean, come on. And I'm kind of picky when it comes to my pickles. I only get the ones that are cold out of the refrigerated section. I don't know, call me crazy. But they are the pickle spears. I've got 1 plus, a little tag along, depending on how big the tortilla is. And then the last thing that we're going to need, the last ingredient, boom, hit me baby one more time. It's the whipped cream cheese. Make sure, you could use the regular, but the whipped is going to spread more evenly. You don't have to worry about kind of keeping it on the counter for it to soften up. And it's lower calorie. You get more bang out of your buck, boom, 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 with the whipped cream cheese. So I did 1 serving of the cream cheese, which is 2 tablespoons. But remember, we talked about in episode 2, the digital scale. So go by the weight in grams when it comes to measuring out rather than the volume on the tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons, 50 calories. I've got it all out. Let's assemble, shall we? This is the best part. So first things first, I've got my tortilla right there. And I measured out my grams of my whipped cream cheese. And I don't know. I'm one of the people that's like, I'm going to get every friggin' ounce out of that thing, every gram We're taking it out. So just go ahead and spread it all the way over to the sides, because when we roll her up, she's going to look all pretty. We want it to actually kind of stick. So we want to get the glue or the cream cheese all the way to the end. Oh, but yeah, the good old memories, my grandpa making these. Oh man, he was the best. And I ate a lot of them. I was a chubby kid, right? I was well fed. But look at me now, right? So there it is, my tortilla with my whipped cream cheese on, spread all over. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm just going to take my turkey slices. Like I said, you could do this with the ham. And when I get done assembling, everybody, we're gonna go over the macros, the protein, the fiber, and the calories of the roll up. So we'll go over that after. The way that I'm putting this down, and I'll show it in just a second when I get all 4 slices, is I'm not putting it like right smack dab in the middle. I'm kind of putting it off to the side, all the way over to the edge, which that's going to help when we start rolling her up. Next up, our cheese. And what I'm going to do, it looks like that. I'm going to cut it, boom, just like that. So we're going to make a nice cut down the middle, okay, so that there's no empty space, right? We want this bad boy filled up with all the good ingredients. And like I said, everybody, this takes no time at all. This is a great snack for the kiddos as well. You know, you have the Lunchables. Those are great. But crap, they're expensive. You can do the same thing at home with all the ingredients, okay? Then Mr. Pickle Spear. So before I put the pickle on, man, she's a work of art. But that's just how I laid it down, okay? Oh, so good. The smell of pickles, does anybody else's mouth water? Every time I just think of a pickle, I kind of get the thing. So I nailed that with the little extra guy. So there's our pickle. So, all right, we got all that taken care of. Mom just walked in. Oh, she might taste one of these. We'll see. She's like, yeah. So now we're going to roll it. You know, guys, nothing fancy here. Just get her in there. And I'm going to roll tightly. I don't know if you can kind of see me here, but I'm really kind of pulling and pushing, kind of getting everything down. And that glue, like we talked about, the cream cheese is all the way on the end. So there she is in all her glory. Okay, Mr. Pickle's popping out on the side there. That's okay. So this first cut, you know, if you're not doing this to like be cute or anything, just cut them. But I always make that first cut. Who cares, the end. We're still going to eat it though. But if you're having like a party, if you're like a party girl or a party guy, great little snack to put out while you're watching the game or having a few cocktails. Everybody, finger food. Who every time I walk past a plate and there's something sitting there, I'll grab it. If I'm watching my calories a little bit more, maybe I won't. But anyways, all right. So there's a little end piece. The ends, you know, like I said, never look the best, but there's my little cuts, boom. And we've got, and I'm just gonna open them up so you can see how pretty they are, and then I'll show you guys. But nothing fancy. This is all stuff I grabbed quickly at the store yesterday. I had my list and I was able to just be in and out really in like under 10 minutes. That's another thing. Preparation is key, everybody. So you prep everything. This guy's there we go. And you get it done. But beautiful little roll-ups. And you can see everything in there, which I absolutely love. You see the pickle, you got the cheese in there, your turkey or your ham. And then you're good to go. And the glue, of course, is that cream cheese. So there's our roll-ups. Now let's talk about the protein on these guys really quick. So this is with the turkey. Keep that in mind, everybody. Our turkey roll-ups here. Calories, 257.5 calories for the entire thing. These are big because it's got a lot of protein and fiber in it. Fiber with the tortilla, the carb balanced, 17 grams of fiber right there. As women, we want to look to hit 30. You're over half just eating this, okay, on your daily intake. And then protein, 22 grams of protein right there. That's phenomenal. So those are the roll-ups. If you're doing this with the ham really quickly, your calories will be slightly higher, 20 calories higher. So you'll be at 277 with the thinly sliced honey ham instead of the turkey. So, you know, whatever floats the boat, as they say. But I'm going to go ahead and let's just go for it and see. Right off, it's the pickle. I don't know if you can hear the crunch, but it's the pickle right off. And then what I really love, the chewiness, the chewy texture of the tortilla, the little sharp bite of that cheese, because I got a Colby Jack, so there is a sharp little bite, the creaminess of the whipped cream cheese. And then, like I said, that tart little boom, pickles, like I'm here and I'm here to stay. And so are these roll-ups. So, mwah, chef's kiss, pat on the back to my Gramps. We love you, Irv, up there. Thank you for this idea. Next up, let's move into my favorite, a little dessert, the big ass cookie, shall we? Why not? I'm gonna get my countertops clear and we're coming back with the big ass cookie. Hold tight. All right, everybody, we are back. Pull your chair back up. Let's talk about now what we've got going on for my sweet tooth lovers out there. And that is our protein packed big ass cookie. And you could do this really many different ways. The way that I've done it today, I've used some semi-sweet, low sugar baking chips, but any ingredient add-ons that you guys want to do. And I think I'll bring some more episodes where we can really just focus on the big ass protein cookie and give you guys some more idea, maybe using coconut or dried cranberries or raisins, things like that, and glazes and stuff. Oh my gosh. So yes. So what you are going to need today, the star of the show, of course, is going to be a protein powder. This is the one that I use. It's the Truatine from bodynutrition.com, and I just have the vanilla. I think why I love this protein blend so much is that it bakes very well. Some protein powders that you use, things come out dry, you're hacking and all that good stuff, and it's just not good. But they have a lot of different flavors and they bake really great. So I have the vanilla bean. We're gonna do 1 scoop of that, okay? So protein alone, just in that 1 scoop of protein powder is giving me 25 grams of protein. And we will, again, when I get through with the whole recipe, we'll list the macronutrients as far as the calories and the protein on everything. So I've got that in my bowl. The next thing I'm gonna use, we've talked about the Kodiak cake mix. I just had the buttermilk here that I've been using. And so we're gonna use 20 grams of that. And that goes right in the bowl along with my protein powder. Next up is going to be a sweetener of choice. Like I said, I love sweet, so measure with your heart, okay? But what I've used is this Swerve brown sugar replacement. Okay, so I used 2 servings because, again, I love sweet. And don't come after me. I just went to the dentist yesterday and I got a good bill of health on my teeth. He said they looked fabulous. So I did 2 servings there of the Splenda or the Swerve brown sugar. Again, whatever you prefer, you guys go for it there. And I'm just going to give that a little stir, a little mix. And we're going to combine it now using unsweetened almond milk. So just the almond breeze. And I actually stole this out of my brother's refrigerator. Thanks, Chris and Sarah. I appreciate you. But like I said, you know, we kind of bombard his kitchen and we sometimes need to borrow, right? I'm a good sister. I deserve it. So we're just going to mix that. Again, I didn't do any type of measurements on this. So just until it becomes a good dough-like consistency, I'm just going to add another little boop of that. Perfect. And then last but not least, and that's kind of a really good texture there, like a cookie dough, okay? And you could eat it just like this, but why not bake it? And then the last thing is going to be these Lily's semi-sweet baking chips, all right? They're low in sugar, lower in calories. You know, I love Nestle and Toll House and all that stuff too, but hey, if you're watching your calorie budget, go with the Lily's. I went with the semi-sweet, but whatever your little heart desires, you go for it. And we're just gonna do like that. Do like that. Why not? And go for it. And I did 1 serving. So it's 14 grams. Again, use the digital scale. We talked about that in episode 2. So big difference. It'll say 30 chips or 14 grams. The 30 chips is going to be over 14 grams, I guarantee. So use your digital scale. If you don't know about it, tune into episode 2. All right. So I've got my chips in, and I'm just going to mix that up. Next up, I did my big ass cookie in the air fryer. You can do this in the oven if you want. I went 350 for approximately, keep an eye on it, approximately 10 to 12 minutes. All right. So what I have is I have one of those silk pads, okay, that I got off of Amazon. And I put that over top this part of the, stuff in the air fryer. Spray it with Pam cooking spray, olive oil, whatever it is, just to grease it up. And then you're going to take your batter, your cookie dough, and you're going to get it all onto that silk pad. And then you're going to throw it into the air fryer, 350, anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. And when it comes out, it's just in all of its glory. Now, when I did this one this morning, I put the chips on top just for camera's sake, right? But you can mix them in just like I did on the demo there. All right, so let's talk about what this beauty holds as far as calories and all that good stuff. The big ass cookie, so calories, 240 calories, and our protein in here, a whopping 30 grams of protein, just right here. I have this on a daily basis before bed because I like something sweet before bed, right? It's easy to make. The hardest part is just waiting the 10 to 12 minutes for this sucker to bake. But when it comes out, I'm telling you, it's ooey and gooey. Oh, and I forgot to mention what I do when this does come out, because I said I got a sweet tooth and it's a big one. I take the Swerve confectioner sugar, all right, and I just take a little bit on my spoon, maybe something like that, and we dust. And it's like a beautiful snow coming down onto that beautiful cookie. It's delicious. Let's break into it. And what I like is that the edges get a little crisp, get a little crispy on the edges. I know Ariana's mouth is watering at this point. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I like the middle pieces too. So look at it's a little flaky, but it's still tender and bouncy, right? It's not dry. You didn't see anything crumble off, right? Bam. Oh, it's so delicious. It's tender, right? Not dry. And then you get the little hint of sweetness from the chocolate chip. It's been sitting, so it's at room temperature right now. But when it comes out, give it a couple minutes, then go into it. And then when you get the melted chocolate chip, you guys, this is phenomenal. 30 grams of protein. I would much rather get my protein in eating something like this rather than downing a protein shake. I like to eat my calories rather than drink them. But definitely try it, and then you got the crispy edge. A little crunchy there. Get on it. It is delicious. So what did we cover today, folks? We had my grandpa's famous turkey or honey ham roll-ups. And then we went for sweet with the big ass semi-sweet protein-filled chocolate chip cookie. You guys, episode number 4 has been a blast. I love to eat. I want you guys to pull up a stool at my brother's kitchen island anytime. And until then, I'll just take both of them. I can't wait to talk with you very soon. Take care.